Hi everyone, welcome to new video from Natural Engineering, and this is the fifth part in Neper tutorial series. In Neper tutorial series, till now we saw basic information about Neper in first part, how to create controlled laminar microstructure, how to create multi-scale tessellation, and how to create column grain structure. You can find links to all these videos in the description box below. And I also have Neper installation series, which is a 3-part series, and it talks about how to install Neper on Windows or Linux computer. And in this video, I am going to talk about how to create periodic microstructure. To be specific, how to generate periodic microstructure, how to mesh it, and how to visualize it. You can see 3 different cases over here. In this first case, the RVE is periodic only in one direction, which is X direction. In the second case, RV is periodic in 2 directions. And in this third case, RV is periodic in all 3 directions. Let's open Neper and see how to create all of them. I'm using Neper on Windows computer. So that's why I'm using this Ubuntu app, because Neper is not compatible with Windows. So first thing what you have to do is you have to create a folder anywhere on your computer and then go to this folder using this command line. For that you have to type cd space /mnt/c and then go to that folder. In my case it is cd nre_examples. Just to check if Neper is installed correctly, type Neper, hit enter, and you should see this information. Now, all the commands to create the periodic microstructure, I have compiled them in this file. You can download this file from this channel's GitHub profile. You can find the link to download this file in the description box below. And then you can just copy paste these commands from this file on your Linux terminal. First 2 commands we already did. Now next is to set number of threads. I will copy paste this command over here. This tells Neper to use 8 cores. The next is the command to create periodic microstructure. So over here I am defining number of grains as 500. In this line, first word Neper invokes the Neper software. Next /t represents tessellation module. Then using /n you can define how many grains you want. So here I am saying 500. For this demonstration purpose, let's reduce it to 50. So it will take less time. And using this periodicity, we tell Neper to create periodic microstructure. Over here, when you say all, that means periodic in all 3 directions. If you want periodic only in X direction, then here you can say X. If you want in X and Z direction, then you can just say comma and Z. So depending on which directions you want, you can choose this. As of now, I will keep all. And this /o represents the name of output file. You can also define the format of output file, such as if you say here /format and then say tess, that means the output file will be tessellation file, but this will be there by default. So if you want only tessellation file, you don't have to define the format. But let's say if you want orientations as well to your grain, then you can say comma and ori. This will create the orientation file as well. Sequence of command doesn't matter. You can have in any sequence, but usually it makes sense if it is before the file name. So I will just keep it over here. Anyway, so let's copy paste this command over here. And you can see 2 files over here. One is .tessellation file and another contains the orientation for each grain. We will not talk about orientation much in this video. I will make a separate video about this because there is a lot to talk about it. Please let me know in the comment section below if you want a separate video about how to create grain orientations using Neper. Now next thing to do is visualize this tessellation file. For that, you have to use this second line. Over here /v means visualization module. You have to give input file. So this is the input file what we are giving. This command defines how you want to color the grains. Here we are saying ID. So the color of grains will be based on ID. But here if you say ori like this, then it will color the grain depending on its orientation. So if 2 grains have same orientation, their color will be same in your image file. As of now, I will keep it as ID. Next command defines the transparency. So we are keeping grains 50% transparent. And next 3 commands, camera angle, camera coordinate, and camera projection. Using them, you can visualize that RVE in any different direction. If you don't use it, that's also fine. But in that case, it will take image from a default camera angle, and usually it will be isometric view. In this video, I just wanted to show these commands as well. So it is up to you. And finally, the last 2 commands are image size. It defines the image size, how many pixels by how many pixels. And last command defines the name of your image file. So let's copy paste this one over here, and we have a image file. You can see these are 50 grains and they are periodic in all directions. Next thing is meshing. To use meshing, you have to change number of threads to 1 if you are using Neper on Windows computer through this Ubuntu app, because parallelization is not supported in meshing. So set this to 1 first, and then you can mesh using this mesh module. Again, you have to give input file, which is the .tessellation file. /order gives the order of element. So these are quadratic element. And this command let you define the mesh quality. So in our case, we are keeping mesh quality 1. That means the highest quality mesh. So let me copy paste this command. And it started meshing. You can see it is running on single core. That's why it is very slow. But that gives me chance to put my favorite meme.
2000 years later.
And it is done. You can see a .msh file, which is a mesh file. Now to visualize this mesh, we have to use this line. For mesh visualization, you have to give 2 files as input, tessellation file as well as mesh file, and other commands are similar. So let me just copy paste this line, and it gives the mesh image. This is the mesh, and you can see the difference in images over here. This image is from default camera angle, and this one is from that specified camera angle. So remember these commands: camera angle, camera coordinate, and camera projection. Those commands we did not use over here. That's why image is taken from default camera angle. If you're okay with this camera angle, then you don't have to define those commands. Now similarly, if you want to create periodic microstructure only in X direction, as I said, you have to change this all to X. So let me just give you one example. Again, I will set number of threads to 8. And then now let's use 500 grains. We have periodic polycrystal underscore X file. Let's visualize it using this command. And this is the image. Only in X direction periodicity is there. Y and Z direction does not have periodicity. Now this has 500 grains. So if we try to mesh it, it will take a long time. Therefore, I will not do this meshing thing. Similarly, for periodicity in X and Y direction, you just have to change that X to X, Y. This is very similar to what we did earlier. So I will not do them here explicitly, but this file is available for you to download. Just go to the link given in description box below, and you can have all these commands. If you find this video helpful, please like it on YouTube, and don't forget to show your support by subscribing to this channel, which will give me motivation to create more videos. And you can check this channel's homepage where you can find many similar videos. Also, if you go to this playlist tab, here you can see the playlist of all Neper tutorials. If you're interested in crystal plasticity, I have playlist for that as well, and some crystal plasticity software tutorials and many more. Also, you can visit channel's GitHub profile, and from here you can download all the codes which I used in different videos on my YouTube channel. You can find link of this GitHub profile in description box of this video. That's it for this video. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section below. And as always, thank you for watching.